week for the poetry section was called Everyday Birds by Amy Vanderwater. And this book was basically just a bunch of poetry that was centered around the idea of birds and their unique features and everything and what makes them different from the other breeds. And this book was really interesting because the illustrations obviously were paired with the descriptions of each bird. And I thought it was a really great way for children to be able to enjoy reading the poetry, but then to also learn from it and be able to experience what each bird looks like and be able to have the descripting words to go with it. And because of this, I thought that this was a good book for children because, like I said, they're entertained by the reading of the poetry, but then they're also learning a lot from it. And one of the personal experiences that I shared with it was that I always had a large interest in birds growing up. And then in high school, we did a unit over birds and biology where we would spend some of the class time outside actually like bird watching, which I thought was so cool. And I loved going through and identifying the breeds by their sounds and their colors and their features and everything. And so basically this book brought that to life. And I thought that was a really great way for children to learn more about birds. And to go with this book, I thought that a good activity would be to have students sketch and color in their own bird. And basically how I would do this is that I would pick part of the section of the book that talked about a certain bird and read that section to them while they're able to sit there and listen to what I'm saying, listen to the words of the book, and while they're listening to that, to be able to draw out the bird and color it in and everything, using the descriptive features given by the poetry. And I thought this was a way for students to be able to have a fun art lesson kind of mixed in with the poetry and to be able to draw their own bird based on what they hear from the poetry.